Well, Jim, you have plenty of information about HVAC systems and heating systems and cooling systems. What can you tell us about radiant flooring? And can it work with a forced air system, or how best should somebody consider using a radiant flooring system?
Well, radiant floor system, Randy, is usually it will go in on the get-go or a room addition. It's really set up for a place that maybe already has radiant heat. But what it is it's a great system versus forced air. I can tell you the great thing about it is there's not a cold spot in the room because the floor is your heating medium, okay? We turn the floor into your heat and heat rises. So, when the whole floor is your heating medium, I don't care what corner you sit in or where you sit in that room, you're going to be comfortable and the heat's coming up through the furniture, rising up through your body. It's just kind of like a warm hug, if you will.
So you can get a fully warmth without even having forced air. You can do all this with just radiant heating?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, can. Yeah, the radiant heating, it's basically a boiler, and we run the hot water through a floor loop in the floor. And we run it about 120 degrees. We can't run it too hot because you'll burn the toes.
Yeah.
But you don't need it because you've got such a big area. You're turning the whole floor into the heating surface.
Yeah.
So you don't need high temperatures like you would with baseboard, okay, where you don't have as much area. So you got to increase the temperature of the radiation. This one, the whole floor is the radiation, so you can decrease the temperature. And you can lay on the floor, watch TV, even if it's a basement floor. Yeah, even if it's a basement floor, lay on the floor. A lot of people have a basement game room. It's really a nice heating system. It doesn't have as many fluctuations. The forced air, it's on, off. You can get hot, cold a little bit. This is kind of like a more steady heat. It doesn't, it changes in intensity. It goes from pretty warm to maybe lukewarm, and then about that time the room's calling for heat again. It can be zoned. I mean, you may have many rooms, and you can put you got 5 rooms and you want to zone them all differently. You can do that installing this system. So yeah, radiant floor heat is very good. It's a little more expensive going in, than forced air. There's a little more labor intensive in materials. It's good if you have a boiler. Now, it's good for houses they're considering radiant heat. Now, if you want to put air conditioning is a forced air system. So that would not attach to this.
Okay.
A forced air system would be a duct system. Sometimes they'll have, let's say, a big ranch. The floor will be radiant heat, but they'll run a duct system in the attic for the air conditioning. Okay, so you still have to have a duct system for the air, unless you go mini split or ductless, but still you cannot attach air conditioning to these 4 radiants. It's heating only.
But boy, that sure sounds comfortable, that you can actually lay down on your floor and it's going to wrap you in a warm embrace, because, I mean, who doesn't like laying down on the floor when you're watching TV? Me, anyway.
Sure. Yeah, it's very comfortable.
If you're watching this and this is something you want to find out more about, why don't you give Jim a call, and you can stop by the website right now, forquerheating.com.